football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have first crack at this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab. It's Spears.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Rush is on him. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit? Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass, it's John. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's a heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. The short hands, it's Spears. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down at DKR. Looking to throw again. Puts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this...
Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's going for the goal line. goes. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The lone back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He makes it run. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll run the counter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll heave it deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's John. He's got him. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Punt is on its way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Texas offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Powers through the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Jamison. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jamison. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. The defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Slithers into space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's John. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Immediately fires to the middle. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's John. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the boss pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If someone's not quick underneath, find him, they'll make those contested catches.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Hold it. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged out of the air. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Louisiana. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Thomas.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Jamison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country. zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got the back over the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's John. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Spears. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Under fire. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside. He lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way. But they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Give to the running back. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught over the middle. It's locked. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Number 12.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route, they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's John. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's locked. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Spears. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Red Raiders have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. That pass is incomplete. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling.
Going for the big play. Hits him in stride at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. And the quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.